Welcome to the channel, folks, and welcome to another weekly challenge in 7 minutes. Only 6 days remaining. Actually, probably be 5 by the time the video drops. So get in there and get on it. We're going to start with challenge number 1, the Sunday Cup. It is a 380 pp race. So I chose the commuter favorite, the Honda Fit. We haven't seen this race in a while. I was super excited to get back here, back to the roots of GT7, but I had a little too much PP on my Fit, so I needed some sports tires, grabbed all 3 of them to see which ones would work. Turns out the correct tire selection for this race would be the sports hard tires, as that would put us at 382.94, which would be almost perfect for this race. 380 would probably be perfect. We're a little over perfect. That's okay. It's better to be a little better than perfect than a little under perfect. You know what I mean? All right, on to turn number 1, lap number 1. Send it down the outside. Don't be afraid. The Fit has got it for you. Had to do a little bit of lift there to keep from kissing the wall, but all in all, no problemo for the Honda. Now going to hug back down to the inside here at the BB Raceway. The I don't know oval. You probably could have kept it planted there. I did a little lift. Wasn't sure if the Fit could hold on, but it probably can, as you will see in the next lap. Again, what is this thing? Is this an oval? Is it a tri-oval? Is it a semi-oval? Is it a polygon? I don't know. Like right there. Oh, yeah, that was beautiful. I broke there at the 75-meter board if you're wondering where to brake. And then when she started getting squirrely, I mean, you just got to step on the gas. She'll straighten back out. It is a front-wheel drive car. Now catching up to P1 Toyota Aqua. If you chose the Aqua, well, sucks to be you. You should have went with the Fit. Even when the Aqua tried to cheat, the Honda Fit was just too much. I take P1 and look back at him. Oh, the disrespect. What is it, a 180, 180? I think it's a 180, 180. You're going to need a 127 to win this race to get your 7,500 credits. And don't forget the 6-star parts roulette ticket. I know, that's the best part of it all. On to race number 2, which is the FF Challenge 450. Now, as you can imagine, that might mean a front engine, front wheel drive at 450 performance points. And well, you would be correct. So I grabbed the Honda Civic 1993 SIR2. Not the 1. I don't remember seeing a 1. There was a 2, so I grabbed the 2. And it's in the just absolutely amazing 90s teal blue color, which if you were alive in the 90s and you didn't have teal blue, then you weren't alive in the 90s. What can I say? Had to take it out for the ride, and then, boy, I saw this opening on full Senna here, and not a good idea. I didn't quite clear the front bumper of the competitor, so had to go at it again. And you know what they say. They say, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." So Gretty goes for the same move round the outside. There's the gap, and no, Gretty sends it through the grass. This time, you're not gonna fool this old guy twice. I tell you what, I might be old, but I still got a few cells between the old ears. Hey, look, same car. How about that? Mine's faster. Ha! Right on by. All right, catch up to P3 early on lap number 2. Down the outside yet once again. Not afraid of the grass in the Civic Si. As you can see, go down the inside. That's the lovely thing about front-wheel drive cars. If they're not turning, just let off the brake. And then if they oversteer, just hit the gas. Super easy. Take home the victory. P1 with the looky back. Well, not quite as good as the first one, but it wasn't bad. You're going to need a 256-ish to win this race. A lot of fun in this car. Take it on track. Have a good time. That's what I'm going to say. Enjoy yourself. On to challenge number 3, Evolution Meeting. And we just did this last week. So I got to pick a different car. This time I went with the 2015 Lancer Evo Final in my not so favorite color of white. I would have preferred red, but you know, what you going to do? Go ahead and lighten that sucker all the way up through stage 3 and then put some rigidity into it. I went with the drilled rotors and of course the racing pads. Then I went and I threw on racing suspension. Didn't end up tuning it in the end, but I wanted the racing suspension. High RPM turbo. I'm tuning this thing like I would tune it if it was my car. Threw on the racing intercooler, the racing air filter, all the racing exhaust parts because that's easy to do. What's hard is pulling an engine out. Threw the anti-lag on there, threw the new computer on there. Yeah, pulling that whole engine out, pain in the butt. Let's just throw some stuff around the outside of it. And put on the sports soft tires because anything other is criminal. Like once you've raced on anything, like once you've raced on sports soft tires, anything less than that, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Just go ahead and sports soft. Forget everything else exists. Like last week, just get out there and the car was light. I like the lighter car here on this track because there's a lot of weight transfer on this track. So the lighter the car is, the less you're going to get caught out with the weight hanging out on you. Took home the victory. Out too much concern. You can throw this tune on. I didn't really tune it a whole lot, but you can throw all these parts on and you will likely win the race as well. You just need a 746. Throw on some racing tires if you really want to kick some butt. I think you'll be just fine. Got the 4-star ticket and the 150,000 credits. Now on to challenge number 4. It's a special event, a one-make NA Miatas at Suzuka. Well, that sounds interesting, except, well, the best drivers are taking the Roadsters, so I better take that too. I was like, well, I wish it was an NA competition where it was just like stock NA Mazdas. That would have been fun. But instead, we've got this Roadster touring car, which is a little bit of a race car. So I went with it. I put it on the racing mediums just to kind of give you an idea of what you could do if you went with the same car. And I got to say, this car was stupendous. I enjoyed this immensely. This was a lot of fun. Even on the racing mediums, had plenty of grip and plenty of giddy up coming out the corners to get by the AI. No issues at all. Got into P1 here on lap number 1. I was kind of surprised. I was like, well, this wasn't that difficult. So if you're looking for an easy race to win, I think it's 130,000 credits. Racing mediums on the Roadster. Yeah, you look at 929 to win this one. No problem at all. There you go, 120,000 credits for your trouble. Now on to the final challenge. This one's a little more challenging if you've never really messed with the Group 1 prototype series. These races are all super tough if you just go in a stock Group 1 car. But I have something for you here. I've got a little bit of a tuned up LM55 VGT that's made by Mazda, if you don't know. Mainly just the aero, as you can see here. I threw some NOS on it and a medium RPM turbo, and that puts us right at 948 performance points, which, if you can do math, is just a shade below 950, which is what you need. And this car is absolutely dominant here. Set the brake balance to the rear, put the fuel map between 4 and 6. Anywhere in there will do. If you want to go 9 laps, I suggest you shy towards the 6 side more during the race. If you want to do 8 laps, you can shy it down towards the 4 side during the race. I short shift. I shift right, right here because I'm trying to get past the car using a little bit of NOS there. That's what I got the NOS for, is get past the car. But you want to shift right above the second digit in the mile per hour gauge, and so a little short shift in there. And that will give you plenty of fuel to go 8 or 9 laps. I needed to do 26 in this race, so I went with a 8-9-8 strategy, and 8-9-9 strategy, and that was good for me to win the race. Now here I'm going in on lap number 8. I know it says lap number 9, but I crossed the start-finish line. So went in on lap number 8. Switch your tires, racing soft tires, just switch them. It's going to reduce the number of mistakes. Yes, you can stretch it out to 2 stints, but you'll be slower. You've got that NOS there to help you out, get past these cars. They are a pain in the butt to get by. Don't do anything crazy on your pit entrances. Make it in there without crossing the line because you're going to lose 3 seconds. Just slow down. It's way easier. Fill up each time you're in the pit. Like I said, switch the tires each side of the pit. It's going to reduce the number of mistakes you make. You're going to be faster anyway. And this is the hardest corner on the track. Is timing on this one, the blind right-hander, at least during the daytime. Then this will be nighttime. That'll change up a little bit on you. But if you just do your 8-9-9 strategy, you'll be fine. You'll be way out in front, because at nighttime you're going to want that, because you're going to want to slow down a little bit at night, because I got to tell you what, it is hard to see. I'm using cockpit view, so it's a little bit tough to see in the cockpit view. It was hard for me to catch my corner exit. I look ahead when I'm racing, so in other words, when I'm coming out of the corner, I'm trying to spot my exit and drive towards it. That helps me from spinning out. So when I go right hand, when I go right on this right-hander, I cannot see my exit. All I was seeing was the wall. I couldn't see the corners, the curves there, so it was really tough for me to spot my exit on departure. But hey, got through it, got the victory by a gargantuan amount. Like I said, the medium RPM turbo with a little bit of NOS there to make your passes. Easy like a Sunday morning. Won this one with a lap to spare. You need about a 32-minute to win the race, and you'll get your 320,000 credits. If you're struggling, hope that helps you with this one. Enjoy that 6-star roulette ticket. Hit the like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more. For myself, Go Gretty. Y'all have a great evening.